Rising hospitals admissions in England are putting New Year's Eve celebrations at risk as new restrictions could be in place for as long as 3 months. Coronavirus figures showing a concerning surge in hospitalizations may see new COVID-19 restrictions be imposed in England as soon as Tuesday. The measures could put New Year's Eve festivities at stake and last up to 3 months, until March 28. As presented in a potential scenario set up by the Scientific Advisory Group for Emergencies, SAGE. Prime Minister Boris Johnson is to look at the latest pandemic data and is expected to review the SAGE assessment on Monday. The new modeling SAGE has based its recommendations on comes from the University of Warwick and was handed to the group of scientists on Thursday. It is thought the core of Mr. Johnson's and the Cabinet's discussions tomorrow will be whether additional measures are needed to protect the NHS. SAGE on Christmas Eve warned of a large wave of hospital admissions that could turn this winter into an even worse one than last year's. The group stressed the peak in admissions may be comparable to or higher than previous peaks. Earlier this month, more than 100 Conservative MPs voted against Mr. Johnson's intention to implement Plan B measures. However, in response to the findings of the University of Warwick, no 10's top scientific advisors have looked at the effects of a potential return to Step 2 restrictions. Step 2, part of last year's lockdown roadmap, bans indoor social mixing, brings back the rule of 6, and limits bars and restaurants service to outdoors only. SAGE has explored the impact it would have to move into Step 2 on December 28 or January 1, either for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or 3 months. Worst case scenario. Life in England could be limited until March 28. Despite the bleak figures and the concerning SAGE assessment, no intention to impose further COVID measures has been explicitly expressed so far by the government, and it is thought many in the cabinet could be opposed to a tighter approach. But the Omicron variant, though believed to be less severe than Delta, is now raising alarm as SAGE warned infections are moving into older age groups. Up to this point, it had spread mainly among younger people. This suggests a change of tactic might be required.